Hey folks, it's Ian here at Cunis Mitsubishi of Madison. I'm here today to kind of give you some tips on how to get approved for a vehicle if your credit, really isn't that great. What I mean by not so great is if you're below like a 700 credit score, in that 600, 500, or even 400 credit score. A lot of people who don't have, pretty decent credit think it's really difficult or very hard to get approved for a vehicle if their credit isn't very awesome. But here at Cunis Mitsubishi, we can get you approved even if your credit score is as low as 300, honestly. On the board behind me though, I have a few different things you're gonna wanna do to make that whole process of getting approved that much easier. And it's really awesome, it's really easy, so check this out. Number one is give us a call here at the dealership at 608-244-2004. Set an appointment. That way we can get you with the salesperson before you even get in here and relay all the information of what you're trying to accomplish in your particular situation to them, so that way they're prepared when you get in here as well. Makes it a lot easier and a lot better for you, and it increases the chances of getting you approved, okay? Now, the other thing you're gonna wanna bring with you too are your proof of income and also your proof of residency, okay? Those are two huge things that make it a lot easier for you to get approved for a vehicle, because the more accurate we can make your income, and if we can prove where you live, because if you say you live somewhere and you can prove you live somewhere and you can prove how much you make because you'll tell us how much you make, and if we can prove that amount, the more accurate it is, the better chance we have of getting you approved. Accuracy is huge with banks, okay? So your proof of income is pretty simple, okay? Proof of income is your paycheck stub. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, working hourly, or if you're salary even, okay? Now, also, we can help you out even if you're on some type of fixed income, okay? That's really cool. So Social Security disability, child support, retirement, trusts, all these things are forms of income that we can actually use as a form of income, okay? So with that being said, those are a little bit different. What you're gonna wanna bring in are 3 forms of deposits. So that would be your bank statement. So the last 3 months bank statement. So right now it's February, so you'd want November, December, and January, And that just shows that the amount of money on the awards letter matches the amount of money that's going into your bank account, okay? And that's what the banks would most likely want to see, okay? Now, a proof of residency is also something fun. That's going to be, a cable bill, cell phone bill, utility bill, or a bank statement. It all shows your address of where you currently live, and that's what you said on your credit app. So we want to make sure that that's accurate too, okay? Now, the other thing that helps out huge trying to get into a vehicle if your credit score isn't very awesome, because a lot of the time people really want those really low $300-400 a month payments. The easiest way to get that monthly payment is throwing a little bit of money down, okay? Especially with, see it right there, tax time. Use some of that tax refund right now, and we can do your taxes for free here for you, which is awesome, and use some of that money as a down payment to keep that monthly payment low. That money shows some dedication on your side towards the vehicle you're purchasing, okay? And that is huge with the banks, okay? Because everything the banks do is based off of risk, okay? So if you're throwing some money down and you have a low credit score means you're pretty risky to lend money to. If you're throwing money down, that reduces the amount of risk associated with giving you guys the money to purchase a vehicle. And the banks absolutely love that. You throw more money down, 10% for a vehicle, like $2,000, boom, you're probably leaving today with the absolute perfect car. At the monthly payment you can more than easily afford, and a vehicle you will absolutely love, okay? Now the other thing too that will help out with your monthly payment and getting you approved if you don't want to put a ton of money down is having a friend or family member co-sign for you, That's a walk in the park of getting people approved with a qualified co-signer. Say somebody who's like working full-time and has like a 600 credit score or something like that. That would pretty much get you approved on the spot and the type of vehicle you want. It'll help that person's credit and it will help your credit, because if they trust you to make the payments on time and you trust yourself to make the payments on time, it's kind of a no-brainer. I would have a co-signer if I were you, and with me, I needed a co-signer the first time I bought a car, and it just helped them get their credit score up, and they just rode the wave. Every time I made a payment on time, their credit score went up. After about 6, 9, 10, 12 months of on-time payments, hopefully, you can try to refinance that thing, and if your credit score has gone up and you're in the right spot, you can probably refinance that car and possibly lower your monthly payment just because the interest rate is going to go up a ton, especially if you're in like the 400 or 500 credit score range, and you can get yourself up to a 600 or 700 credit score. Those interest rate differences are freaking huge, okay? So Those are some of the few steps that you're going to want to do if you're trying to buy a car with not so perfect credit. Set an appointment first. Bring your proof of income with you. Cable bill, cell phone bill, utility bill is going to be your proof of residency. But proof of income, most recent paycheck stub, your awards letter if you're on, fixed income, and then the proof of deposits in your bank account. Boom, you bring those two things in, it's going to make getting yourself approved a lot easier. And this money down section here, that's really going to help you because that's going to reduce the risk associated with trying to get you into a vehicle, and it's going to lower that monthly payment because you're not borrowing as much money. If you put $2,000, $3,000, that's going to speak wonders. Use your tax refund. We can do them for free for you here. Just stop on by, give us a call at 608-244-2004. Let us do your taxes for you. Throw some of that money down as a down payment, and we'll get you into a car, or an SUV or a truck, whatever it is you're looking for right now. And lastly, that cosigner. Cosigner is going to be one of the easier ways to get you into a vehicle as well too. If you can do all four of these things, odds are really, really good that even with not so great credit, you'll be able to leave our dealership with a vehicle that you're going to be happy with, that's going to be looking awesome, handle the Wisconsin winters awesome, and be super affordable. Have a great day, guys.